This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stecky.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. If you want access to our true crime, paranormal, supernatural episodes with producer Maria, they are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. And you'll get like 2 to 3 episodes a month. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And at some point, we will do a mailbag episode. That is our promise to
Before
you.
the end of the year.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Melissa, who are our patrons?
We have Kaylin T, Echo, and Jennifer G.
Welcome to the team, y'all. We are excited to have you. Now, as if this week, election week, isn't going to be weird enough.
Oh, no.
Let's get into some lighthearted weekend weird. What's going on in this weekend weird?
The world in the time. Well, this is kind of sad, weird/sad. So this Japanese village is full of puppets, life-sized puppets. It's this tiny village in Japan. You're talking about America, the puppets and the sheep.
Yeah.
The village has a population of 60.
That's it. Oh my God.
The last baby was born 2 decades ago. This is like some Children of Men shit going on.
Yeah, seriously. Holy shit.
So what they did, it's this village called Ichinono. And so it's called Ichinono. And the residents have installed handcrafted stuffed mannequins to recreate the once bustling community.
Oh, boy.
So the youngest member of the village, there is one baby who's 2 years old, Kiranosuke, who came to the village in 2021.
That poor baby. That preschool, it's just him and a bunch of dolls.
No. Oh, no. No, that kid's going to be messed up.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
That's going to be a schizo baby.
Oh, no. My friend Sam.
Yeah.
No, honey, that's not a real person. What are you talking about?
No, he is, though.
Everyone in the village is talking to these
fake.
puppets.
Yeah.
Poor kid. You got to get that kid out of there.
Yeah, seriously.
But so everyone in the village, they were encouraged to move to the city to pursue better opportunities for education, jobs, and marriage.
Aww.
So all the youths moved to the cities, but they never came back.
Oh, no.
So a lot of the people there were afraid that their kids would become unmarriageable if they remained stuck in a remote place like that. So once they left, they never came back. And now an 88-year-old woman says, now we're paying the price because there's no young people there. That's like one of those
things you see on Instagram sometimes where it says, this town will pay you $100,000 and give you a house to move there.
That's what is going on here. I believe I think they're giving the people $6,000. I read that somewhere, a different article. But yeah, they're trying to encourage people to move there. I mean, that's what happens when a little
what's
town?
The alternative? You can't just let it die out.
I guess you do.
Yeah,
no one is there to. I mean, they got that one baby there. He's gonna own that town.
I was gonna say President Baby. That's Baby Boss. That's actually a good sequel to Baby Boss. Yes. Boss Baby.
He's the last baby in the small.
Yeah, the last baby. Avatar, the last baby.
Yeah, but these puppets are someone said the puppets outnumber the people in the village. So they're just on the side of the road, in the farm, digging stuff at the store.
We should actually make that documentary, The Last Baby of Ichinono.
The Last Baby of Ichinono.
It's just has a good title.
Yeah.
And then we can spend the whole time just interviewing all the puppets.
Oh, no. And sir, what is your job here? Yeah. I just sit here and watch over the town.
It'll just be
these puppets all
silence.
have They have like hats and stuff, and they
Oh, God. Listen, I love an emotional support puppet, but
they're like at the
That's
playground. Like
dark.
they have puppets on swings and stuff, like on bicycles. Like
it's like House of
playing.
Wax. It's like that horror movie where everything was just wax. Man, like, oh, that's scary.
Where's this place? It's like an hour outside of Osaka, so it's like not that far outside of
I'd
a
visit.
big city. Anyway, good luck
Good luck.
to that single baby
Yeah,
who's gonna be the
seriously.
mayor of that town.
Oof. Yeah, man.
What else? Oh, a woman divorced ghost. But so what's crazy is I Googled this because I saw this article. I was like, where did I see that? And there's multiple women who have married and divorced ghosts. But I
Ghosts,
think
yeah.
this woman
It kept disappearing on her, right? That was the one that kept disappearing on
kept
her.
ghosting her. So this woman who divorced ghosts says he's jealous after she adopts a possessed clown.
Excuse you?
Her name is Brocardi. She's 40 from Oxfordshire. Says she married a ghost in 2017 and got divorced from him when he was accused of cheating. Now he's jealous she adopted a clown. He was a Victorian soldier, Eduardo.
I saw another one. Woman divorces, ghost keeps disappearing on her.
But this woman adopted a possessed clown after connecting with him when spending a night at the Clown Motel in Nevada.
Oh, I have actually kind of always wanted to visit there.
What is that?
It's a hotel and like it's decorated totally clown, like creepily.
Tonopah,
And there's tons of
Nevada.
clown dolls everywhere.
Oh, the inside looks.
Scary.
I mean, that's oof. Yikes.
Why is there so many women who have married ghosts?
I don't know. There's many women.
Yeah, like you Google woman marries ghosts, and
you,
it's
like,
not just one. There's crazy.
too many.
I would dare to say too many women who have married a ghost. Dare I
A little
say?
too many.
In other
Speaking
marriage
of-
news,
yeah,
I'll
in
just go
other
real
marriage
quick.
news.
Joe Exotic, the Tiger King,
Uh-huh.
he is engaged to another
Oh.
fellow inmate.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, he is engaged to 33-year-old Jorge Marquez Flores, who
Okay.
is serving time for immigration issues.
Oh,
And they have high hopes that the prison will approve their application for marriage.
okay. How long is Joe Exotic in prison for? You know, it must be nice when you're in
21
prison.
years.
That's how long?
He was convicted on 21 counts, including 19 counts of wildlife crimes and 2 counts of hiring hitmen to kill Carol Baskin.
That's attempted murder.
Yeah, I
Yikes.
forgot about the
I
attempted
know.
murder. I forgot he tried to kill Carol
you
Baskin.
can't do that.
Yeah.
But how nice is it that you can be in prison and find someone, like fall in love with someone?
Exactly.
It must make it like, not
Fun.
as bad.
Yeah. A prison crush. Can
Yeah,
you
that's the
imagine the
plus
rush
side.
of a prison crush? You're so excited for it to get out of
Yeah.
your cell for lunch or for time on the yard
Yeah, that's the plus side. If
to
you're
go see your crush.
you're a guy in prison and you're into guys, you're like, well, maybe I could find
Or a girl in prison.
a girl in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's got to be a good
I
time.
love Joe Exotic said, all I did was build a zoo and some people were very jealous. Then I was put into prison by my own country. Well,
Didn't he try to run for president? I feel like he tried to run for president before he, or maybe he was a Trumper
He-
because he thought Trump was
yes.
gonna
pardon him. Remember when Trump was doing all those pardons like before he left office?
Right.
And Joe Exotic's like, he's going to do
He's
it.
gonna
and
do
then
it.
He didn't do
Yeah.
it. And we're like,
Any minute now.
"Wah."
Yeah.
That was sad.
Oh boy. See, it's so like there's such a difference between someone like Tiger King or chimp crazy lady Tanya, who is hoarding all these animals, and they're not like serving the animals, or they're mating the animals and then selling them, you know, and things like that. Versus this guy, and we won't get into it because it pisses me off.
Peanut,
like this guy who's like rehabilitating sick animals, and then. I don't believe in doxing, but the internet has found the woman who was calling in the complaints, and they posted her information.
Oh, so for people who don't know, Peanut is a squirrel who's been on social media, I think for like 7 years now, TikTok, Instagram. This guy found this baby squirrel, whose mother, I guess, was hit by a car.
Yeah.
And he like nursed it back to health and then tried to release it and set it free, and the squirrel just kept coming back to his house.
Yeah.
And the squirrel just never left. And he's like, okay, well, I guess I have the squirrel now. Because, like, who knows, the baby probably wouldn't have survived anyway on its own.
Totally.
Out there.
And he's done the same with a raccoon named Fred. He also has a raccoon named Fred who he's also rehabilitated.
Yeah. And I think he and his wife were starting like a whole wildlife conservatory rehabilitation thing. Peanut was like getting certified to be like, you know, a teacher animal or like educational animal.
Yeah.
Some bitch was like, they have wildlife at their house. And then the fucking people came and took them. Didn't even tell the owner like what they did with them. And then was like, oh yeah, we had to euthanize them. You murders. There's
because
so many
they could
accounts.
have rabies. It was like they were worried that they could have rabies, and it's like there's
you would know.
Yeah,
you would
also,
know if
test them, and then you know it's so crazy. And they found that the woman who was complaining isn't even from New York. She's just some person who follows on Instagram, and who was just pissed that they had a pet squirrel and was just calling.
Look, I know you. I don't know. I think it was Pennsylvania or New York. So whatever state. You can't own wildlife. Sure.
Right.
Sure. But like in this case, you can't release a squirrel. It's fine. It's not harming anyone. It's not doing anything wrong.
It's like
people own possums, skunks. I follow an Instagram account where they own possums.
Fucking landlord in Los Feliz had a bunch of possums in his apartment.
Yeah.
Like a psychopath. Like that is way worse than this guy who had a fully trained squirrel who wanted to
being
be there.
A baby.
Yeah.
Doesn't carry any diseases, has just been living in this dude's house.
And he was trying to rehabilitate. Like, it's just, you're get mad at Tanya from Chimp Crazy or Tiger King. Don't get mad at this nice guy who is actually giving a great life. And you could tell this squirrel wants to, I don't know. It's just such.
It's very upsetting.
Anyways.
Very upsetting?
Yeah. Joe, congrats on your nuptials.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of upsetting things, well, not upsetting to Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
So Prince Charles has cut off Prince Andrew.
Interesting.
He was getting like $1 million a year.
Whoa.
In like whatever, spending money or whatever.
Yeah.
And Prince Charles like, not anymore. And he said he had to like leave the whatever. He's living in this like 31-room palace on the grounds, and he's like, we're not going to pay for it anymore. So it's kind of a big deal. Like he's got to go.
What was the reasoning? Like being a pedo or what?
Well, because they stripped him of his title a few years ago.
Oh.
And he's just been kind of hanging around, hoping like no one would notice.
Yeah, he's
been frogging.
He's been frogging at the palace.
Frogging at the palace. He's just living in the walls of the palace. But they cut off his security detail because they were paying like $1 million for his security detail.
That's crazy.
And Prince Charles is like, nah, you gotta go.
God.
So,
the whole royalty is so complex and confusing. And
did you watch that show,
The Crown?
Or was it? No, it was it a series or a movie based on the Prince Andrew interview and how
no, I didn't. I saw that, but I didn't watch it.
It's really good.
It's
really good on how they got that crazy interview he did where he was like saying he didn't sweat and like how his people were like, no, that's a good interview. That's a good one. And it was like the worst interview ever.
Who was it? Emma Stone? Who was in that? There was a famous actress in that movie. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, whoever played the reporter.
Yeah.
It's good. I liked it.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, in entirely different news, I saw this on Twitter, and it was under women's health, and it made me laugh just because the photo they used was so funny. This woman, I accidentally ate an AirPod with no choice but to let it pass naturally. And it's this Salt Lake City realtor. And I'm like, what is going on in Salt Lake City with all the Mormon wives and the cheating and the soda shops, which I am curious about the soda shops there.
There's soda shops in Salt Lake City?
Oh my God, girl, because they can't drink. So instead of bars, they have soda shops where they have like all these different concoctions of soda you can make.
That's right.
Did you watch Mormon Wives or no?
Yes, I was like, soda shop. Yes.
That's
flavored
my favorite
sodas.
part. Yeah. I'm like, I feel like those would do well. Well, I don't know if they do well here, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So this bitch, I don't know how, she swallowed one of her husband's AirPods after mistaking it for a vitamin.
Oh my God.
How?
I know someone who did that.
Really?
It's my aunt. She doesn't listen to this podcast. But
oh my God.
I remember I don't know if it was an AirPod. It was some sort of.
Yeah.
Or it was a hearing aid.
Hearing aid, and I can understand.
Because they're tiny.
Yeah.
She was like taking her vitamins and then she like swallowed. She's like,
oh my God. That's
and like
crazy.
had to let it pass and it came.
Well, she could have been in the New York Post if she wanted to. So
wow.
Yeah, she noticed that after she took it, she was like, "Oh shit." Literally, oh shit, I ate an AirPod. I guess there's another guy in
big though.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I have
in
my ear.
Yours.
This is big.
Yeah, I don't know how she fucking did that. I could not swallow that.
No.
Yeah.
Weird.
I guess there's a man in Turkey who apparently ate a charging cable.
By mistake?
I had agonizing stomach pain. My headphone charging cable was to blame. What?
Maybe he was in his bowl of spaghetti.
It was a 15-year-old boy.
Huh?
Complaining of nausea and stomach pain. How did he eat
How?
What? Oh my God, the X-ray is a full-ass charger cable inside of him.
Why? It remains unclear how or why he consumed the objects.
That's like a disorder. I think that's like a mental
that might
illness.
Yes, that might be
that might be something else entirely.
God, the things people eat. It's wild.
That's insane. Well, I have another thing about that later.
No.
So she went to the doctor and they were like, you're not really in harm. You just got to let it pass.
Oh
so she chronicled the whole thing on TikTok, and it is passed. She's okay.
I wonder how long it took.
I know. I wonder if you took the other AirPod, if you could hear inside of your gut.
No. I wonder because sometimes my AirPod, like if I'm in bed, like at night listening to something, I'll take it out and like I'll put it under my pillow if I'm like leaning on this ear, and it'll still play through the AirPod.
Right.
Because it thinks it's like attached to my ear.
Yeah, and depending what version it is, now they have the hearing aid AirPods.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wonder. It's a fun little experiment.
How could you?
Yeah.
If you used it as a speaker, because you can use them as speakers.
Oh, God.
Talk to your gut.
Talk to your gut. I'll go to this story now just because it's kind of in the same vein. There's a man in New Zealand hospitalized after stuffing 15 hard-boiled eggs up of his butt. I don't.
How?
Okay.
How did they not crack?
Okay, well, that's a good question.
Or did they?
A Dutch man.
15.
He had to be rushed to the hospital after taking the the drug GHB, which is, I guess, the date rape drug.
Yeah.
Right? And stuffed 15 hard-boiled eggs up his butt. 29 years old. He took it along with his partner, had to go to the emergency room. The 15 hard-boiled eggs caused a tear in his intestinal wall, leaving him in excruciating pain. Oh my God. The man told doctors they had 15 hard-boiled eggs, and when the eggs were ready, they were peeled and inserted into his anus.
Okay, they were peeled. But how?
Why though? I guess why?
That's we'll never know. We'll never know why.
The eggs were removed.
15.
And he was rinsed.
Ew. But how? Because like you got a hard-boiled. If you squish it with your hand, you easily just squish it. How did it like? How did they put it? I don't want to know. Without them, like, were they whole?
This is crazy.
How far is it? I wonder how far is it from your intestines? Like, well, it's like to go.
Well,
back
we always get
into
confused about this.
It's like it's either 300 feet or like 3 feet.
Yeah, because sometimes we're like, it's a football field, and then we Google it, and it's not.
It's like 10 feet of intestines like wound up in there.
My question is why?
I don't know.
Because you can't have butt sex after you've put 15 eggs up your butt unless maybe they were going to.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it's a fun thing to do.
It doesn't seem fun or sexual to me. Was it like a sadistic thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
People are weird.
That's for sure. I wouldn't. Listen, not to kink shame, but I will kink shame that. I don't think we should be sticking 15 hard-boiled eggs up our butt.
No, maybe one. You could maybe try one.
Just
see what happens after one. I don't know.
Snot out my nose after. Stick with one. Just stick with one. The Webcrawler's motto. Just stick with one.
Why not a dozen?
Egg up your butt.
Why not a dozen?
Maybe they were seeing how many they could.
It was
stick.
a dare.
Yeah. Oof. God, I don't know.
Okay. Well, what else is going on? I thought this was funny. This When We Were Young festival.
Oh, I saw that.
They spelled a bunch of band names wrong.
Oh my God, really?
Official merch.
Oh no.
It's this festival in Las Vegas that's like emo bands.
Yeah.
You know, all those emo bands.
It looked kind of fun, yeah.
Like My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Jimmy Eat World, Dashboard Confessional, Coheed and Cambria. And they spelled like, instead of Newfound Glory, it was New and Glory. And like All American Rejects, like American was spelled wrong. Like all
What if it's actually, they did that on purpose and it's not the real bands? It's like
New and Glory, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good way to get like, no, we said All American Rejects.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
But Newfound Glory has embraced it, and they put out like new merch. This is New in Glory, which is very funny.
That is really funny. That's really good.
I
feel like every time that there's a big festival on that Las Vegas showgrounds, it's a disaster or it's canceled.
Yeah, it gets canceled
for like high winds, or there's a disaster. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that concert. I don't know.
I think it already happened.
No, I think it's next year.
2024.
I think that's the lineup. Oh, really? I thought it was 2025.
Oh. Really?
I don't know. I don't know. Don't trust me.
I don't know. Who knows? October 18th.
In other news.
Oh, 2025. You're right. Yes.
Well, because I saw that and I was like, why are they releasing the concert like 2 days before the concert?
Okay, that confused me too.
I think the original post did say 2024.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And I think that was a mistake too, because I was like, they're literally, I haven't heard anything about this huge concert, and they're just releasing it like a day before the show.
Who did the graphic design for this?
I know.
Okay, so this one is 2020. Yeah, Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer, Avril Lavigne, The Offspring.
And then I think they changed it to the correct date.
Oh, I see.
It kind of looks
need to
good,
do some
though.
Proofreading.
Yeah. We're Avail. We're Tech Avail if you guys need us.
Tech Avail.
This kind of confused me. The Vatican released a new anime mascot.
Huh?
And I was like, I didn't know that there was a anime Vatican overlap. The Vatican has debuted a new anime. Is that the word? Like debuted?
Debuted.
Why am I looking at these letters and they don't form a word for me?
Yeah,
Like,
it just
happened?
happens. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes when you're like, I've never seen this word in my life, and it's like the word "the." You're like,
I know. I'm like debuted. Like, what is this word?
Debuted.
Okay, debuted. A new anime style mascot for children ahead of its Jubilee. Oh, so it's for kids.
Okay, to get into the Pope.
Yeah, I guess it's a kawaii inspired little mascots to, I guess, for the kids.
Oh,
The Vatican's
no.
for hello fellow children. Interesting.
Have you
I don't know.
seen Conclave?
Oh my God, no! But I saw a Conclave little like photo op at the Burbank AMC.
It's really good.
Oh, is it actually good?
It's good because Martin was like, "Do you want to watch this movie on the Pope and a conclave?" I was like, "I don't fucking know." And then like 5 minutes, I was like, "Oh, I am so into this." It's about like finding a new pope, and it's kind of like there's some shit going on, some mystery. A mystery pope shows up.
I heard it's like Euphoria for the Vatican.
Yes, there's a lot of like gossip going on. Like, I heard this guy did this. Someone's like wife shows up. There's like a baby. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, I will.
Stanley
I will see it
Tucci's
then.
in there.
Oh, the Tooch?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I love the Tooch. And then one thing that reminded me of you, since you are an Uncrustable head. We all actually love Uncrustables here.
Yeah.
If Uncrustables wants to hook us up.
I
I read that NFL
Uncrustables
teams, NFL teams go through 80,000 Uncrustables a year.
What?
Yeah, the NFL, I guess, just has them on tap for the boys.
Oh my God. I mean, I get they're like, keep them frozen.
Yeah,
Put 'em in your bag.
Uncrustables for the boys. I think
That-
they're like the official snack of the NFL.
Really? That's why, what's his face? The Kelsey brothers, someone was doing an Uncrustables ad or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Someone was doing. That makes sense.
Yeah, so shout out to Uncrustables. We love you in all your iterations.
Wow. I mean, it is a good snack. It's just like some bread, peanut butter and jelly. It's
So easy.
yeah.
Somehow so much easier than making your own. I mean, obviously it's easier than making your own peanut butter and jelly,
Yeah.
but more like alluring than having your own peanut butter and
Denver
jelly.
Broncos eat 700 Uncrustables in a week.
Crazy.
I mean, if you eat one every day.
Same with you and Ripley, probably.
Yeah. I guess so. Each player would have to be eating 9 Uncrustables a week. I mean, that if you're eating one every day, couple times a day,
Yeah, it's probably fueling up during practice.
those
with an
dudes weigh like
Uncrustable.
300 pounds. They're eating
Yeah.
so much.
For sure.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, that's not a meal for them. That's just
That's a snack.
That's a snack.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into true crime. We already talked about rest in peace, Peanut and Fred. Pour one out. What else is going on?
Have you heard of this Chase Bank thing?
I did, and I don't understand, but I do know that don't try to do the glitch because they are getting people for it.
Yes, I saw this a few days ago that was like Chase Bank glitch backfires or something. I was like, what is a Chase Bank
Yeah.
glitch? So apparently, it was like in August or something, somebody noticed that when you deposited a check into your account at Chase, the balance of the check immediately showed up in your account and was available to withdraw. Normally, when you deposit a check
Right.
over a certain amount, it'll make like $200 immediately available, and then it has to approve the check for like a couple days.
Right.
That's how it normally happens. Someone noticed this and was able to withdraw money from an ATM in the check. And so I don't know. I don't know where it originated, but someone posted a video on TikTok. They deposited a check for like $10,000 made out to them. And I think it's from their own account, I think.
Interesting.
I'm confused as what check it is, but they deposited it. Their ATM balance said
so then it,
$10,000 available. They took it out. They didn't have that money in the account. The check was not going to clear. And so people started going to Chase and doing that. They were
Crazy.
all writing these checks that they know they can't. It's like, I think it was, some people are paying like $50,000, $60,000. They were going inside to the teller, taking the money out.
Wild.
And they're like, the money's in the account. It said, and then days later, your account would be negative for what that money was.
Scary, yeah.
And now, like, people are getting arrested.
Yeah.
Because it's not a glitch. It's check fraud.
Right. Yeah. That's
You're
what
knowingly
I feel like that's
writing
what
a
Gen Z
check
needs to realize. Yeah.
that you know you're not going to be able to cash. You're taking out money that does not belong to you.
Right.
And I watched this one girl on TikTok. Her boyfriend got arrested, and then she had to go meet with a lawyer, and the lawyer had like the police there, and she ended up leaving the lawyer's office because she knew the police were there, got in her car. Her car got towed. They owed like $60,000. People are getting arrested.
That's why sometimes I'll see on TikTok, like young people say, check out this hack I figured out. And I'm like, no, girl, that's just illegal.
It's illegal, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a hack.
Like, what makes you think Chase Bank is going to be like, oops, here's $50,000. No. No. Don't do that. Don't do it.
It's not
Don't
happening. Do it. Nice try, though.
Speaking of,
you can do it.
I don't know. This woman, this story took a weird turn.
I haven't heard this story.
So this woman zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase during a game of hide and seek. It started off as the boyfriend hid in a suitcase, or something happened. They came home drunk, and they were like, let's see if you can fit in this suitcase. And they were playing hide and seek. He was in a suitcase. Then the woman apparently passed out from being drunk, woke up.
From drunk. She passed out from drunk.
She was from drunks, and woke up and didn't realize her boyfriend was still in the suitcase and he was dead.
Oh, shit.
But it turns out she said it would be funny to like zip her boyfriend in there. And his two fingers were sticking out of the suitcase, so she assumed that he could open it.
Oh no.
But then they found footage on the woman's phone where her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, could be heard like yelling, like, please get me out of the suitcase. And she was like, no. Like, she was taunting him. She's like, that's what you get.
Shit.
That's what I feel like when you cheat on me. And her boyfriend's like, I can't breathe.
Oh, no.
And he's like trying to get out of the suitcase.
Oh,
so, yeah. You can't do that. You can't.
That just reminded me, we're going to have to Google it probably, but whatever happened to that woman like in Boston who was her boyfriend was like a cop or something and she was accused of running him over?
That was
that weird trial and people thought like the cops were covering
I
up.
think
like,
that
dirty
got
cops.
the case got dismissed. It was the what was her
I don't remember
name?
her name. It was like people were all about it for a minute.
Karen Reed. It was a mistrial, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there was a wrongful death lawsuit filed against her. But yeah, it was a mistrial, I believe, because there was so much crazy shit going on.
Around it.
Yeah.
I
think she's not guilty. I don't know.
I think that was what most
it was
people
very
thought.
fishy. Very fishy.
In other couple news, a Canadian woman ate her husband's ashes after discovering he cheated on her.
What?
She also learned he had rented an apartment in Colorado for escorts and other women. I don't know why she ate the ashes, though. I guess I don't know.
The ashes, though.
It's an author, Jessica Waite,
Ugh.
in her memoir, A Widow's Guide to Dead Bastards. She recounts all of like the cheating that she found out about. And wait, what?
Why would she? What? I wonder if she baked them into something.
In her grief and despair, she recounted an incident where she took his ashes to her garden, mixing some of them into her dog's feces. Overwhelmed by her emotions, oh God, she went a step further and consumed some of his ashes. Wait, with the poo?
I would hope not.
Describing their texture and taste in vivid detail. But then in despair and guilt, took more of his ashes and actually ate them. The remains feel dry against my fingertips, coarser than baking powder, grainier than salt. They mix with the teary water and mineral mud on the back of my tongue. I swallow. Okay, girl. Best of luck to you. I'm done. Good luck. Bye.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Throw it in the garbage.
Goodbye. We will not be recommending that book for
1 star on Goodreads.
Pass. Good luck.
What? That's like not. That's not the own.
Yeah. Okay. Woo.
Okay. Oh, the Menendez brothers update.
Yes.
They, I believe, will be, there's another hearing set for them to be resentenced.
Awesome.
What's his name? George Gascon, the LA, whatever attorney, recommended that their sentencing be opened. And they're looking for, they're convicted. What is their sentence so far? I think it's like 35 I think it's 35 to life without the possibility of parole. And I think they're looking for possibility of parole, like life in prison with parole. But some people think they should just be let go because they've already served 35 years.
Served. I mean, I'm based on the Impact documentary and like the footage from the original court case that I've rewatched, I think that they should be let go. It seems
I don't think they are like a danger to society, you know?
It seems like a Gypsy Rose situation to me.
And isn't the point of prison to be rehabilitated?
Right, exactly. I'm interested to see what happens
I
here.
know.
I mean, it seems like the general population. I actually have jury duty next week.
You do?
Oh my God! What if I get on the Menendez case? When are they reopening it?
I wonder if is it going to be a jury trial? Maybe?
What if it's the jury of one thing that we learned about, and it's just me?
One person juries.
It's just me reviewing the Menendez stuff.
Oh my God.
That would be so crazy.
What if it is? So you have to do the thing where you call in to see if you have to go in?
Yeah, it's the worst. I might try to postpone it though, because like I got the summons like last week and it's for next week. And it's like, is it usually that quick?
Yeah, you can usually postpone it a couple months.
Yeah.
I remember I did that like with Martin's and they just never sent anything back because he was like out of town.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I mean, last time I got really close to being on a jury.
I
think I'm like a desirable juror somehow.
I would love to be in a jury.
I know you guys are freaks. You and Maria are dying to be on a jury, and I so don't want to.
I want to be on a jury.
I can't pee.
Oh, just want to do it.
Oh my God. No, I really
let me do it. I know so many people don't want to do it. I'll do it.
I know that's what's so crazy, but I guess they don't want volunteers.
I know they don't want people who are like too into it.
Yeah,
like what do you do? I have a true crime dismissed.
Yeah,
no, I'll be partial. I promise.
I know. All right, this other thing I saw is pretty crazy. A years-old tip uncovered by a receptionist led to the arrest of the Delphi murders suspect.
Oh, yeah, that case is going on currently.
Yeah, so this is from People. A tip that had seemingly gotten lost in the shuffle was found 5 years after 2 girls were killed on an Indiana hiking trail, leading to the arrest of the man now on trial on accusations that he murdered them.
Yeah.
So Richard Allen was arrested in 2022 and ultimately charged with 4 counts of murder in connection with the 2017 deaths of Abby Williams, 13, and Libby German, 14, who were found dead near a creek in Delphi, Indiana. It might be Delphi, Indiana. I'm not sure. But the brutal murders have been extensively covered in the media, leading to thousands of tips. The trial is ongoing. And according to reports, Kathy Shank, a volunteer receptionist, testified that she found the tip in September 2022. It came from Allen, who self-reported that he was on the trail at the time of the murders, but when the tip had been reviewed in 2017, Allen had been cleared. But the tip caught Shank's attention, she testified. She was aware that 3 girls had reported seeing a man on the trail, according to Fox 59, and there was a man admitting that he'd been on the trail during that time frame. At that point, she took the tip to the case's lead detective, the outlets reported, and an investigation then centered on Allen.
It's weird that this guy self-reported that he was, because they were asked, like, if was anyone on this trail during this time, and he was like, yes, I was.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if he was doing it thinking that would make him look innocent.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. And they, so the trial's ongoing, but he has confessed to the murders many times.
Oh.
But his defense is trying to say that he's like mentally unstable.
Got it.
So like, but everyone is like, this is for sure the guy. Like there's video. That's the video of like the blurry guy.
Oh.
Who is telling them like, says like down the hill.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And I guess they have more of that video that they played in court that the jury saw, because they've only released that clip to the public.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pointing towards this guy, like DNA. There's like a bullet that matched his gun. Like it's probably this guy.
Well, I hope they get him.
Yeah,
we'll keep you guys updated.
Crazy.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. In entertainment, what's going on in entertainment?
This was interesting. Reba McEntire, who is Dolly Parton's like best friend, I guess, or one of her very good friends, has never met Dolly's husband.
That is weird. I think a lot of people haven't met Dolly's husband. He doesn't come out, Carl. He doesn't come out. There have been rumors that Dolly might be a lesbian. There are like conspiracy theories that the conspiracy theories around Dolly are that she might be a lesbian because no one ever sees Carl. Carl is very rarely seen, but I think Carl is not in good health. I think maybe. And the other conspiracy theory around Dolly is that she has fully tattooed sleeves.
Really?
And tattoos on her boobs. If you Google,
has she never been in a short sleeve?
No, you will never see her in anything that shows her arms or her like. But if you Google Dolly Parton tattoo, or it's not really Dolly Parton tattoos,
right? You
can see.
There's a picture of her in a white shirt.
Yeah, and you can kind of see
underneath. What does? Oh yeah, it's all long sleeves.
Yeah, and you can see in the white shirt that there's kind of like hidden, like you can see like there's.
Why would she cover?
I don't
them
know.
up.
Like her image, I guess? I don't know.
Weird. There's pictures of her younger where you can see her arms, but
Yeah.
not anything recent.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Weird. Why doesn't her husband, he just doesn't want to be Carl Dean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's photos of them when they were like super young.
Yeah, but nothing of him older.
Weird. I guess he just doesn't want to be, like
And
he
they've
doesn't
been
go on
married
like
for-
tour with her or anything, or like,
No, and they've been married for like 50, 60 years or something.
wow. But yeah, Reba McEntire is like, I've never met him. They've been friends for 40 years.
Oh my God, I just clicked some sort of website that 100% is giving me a virus.
Oh no. Spyware. Download now.
Yeah,
Call
no,
this
like seriously,
number.
this is what I get for trying
Enter
to see
your credit card number.
pictures of Dolly Parton's husband. Yeah, it's a weird phenomenon. I don't fully understand it.
Huh. Well,
I mean, I
another-
like it, but I don't understand it.
Yeah. Another weird celeb news. Heidi Klum did her yearly Halloween party, her crazy costume.
Legend.
This year, she was E.T. But she
I don't
was,
even understand how the costume was. My mind can't figure out.
There's a
is she
behind the
on her
scenes video
knees?
on how
Oh.
they did it, but she's E.T. when E.T. Dresses up for Halloween, like
Yeah, and
the
her
blonde
husband
wig.
is just E.T. normal.
But in E.T.'s neck, that's where her head is.
It's so crazy.
And you can see her eyes. If you guys remember her worm costume, the neck kind of looks like that worm.
Yeah.
Where you can see that her eyeballs and nose and mouth.
It's so bizarre.
It's really weird.
She really goes all out.
Yeah, and she said she loves IT. She loves
IT. She loves information technology.
ET. Where's this quote? Because she's like,
Why? 'Cause-
they don't have genitals. You don't know what's going on down there. What?
She's
No.
a freak.
She's so weird. But like they showed this behind the scenes video of like her whole team making this costume, and but Janelle Monáe
Was also E.T.
was also E.T.
I know, I
She was
saw
on
that.
It's some talk show earlier
And like very
that day.
similar costumes. It's like, did they go to the
Yeah.
same E.T. maker? Like, it's bizarre.
Very weird. But yeah, what a weirdo.
In terms of television, I watched well, I guess it's more of like a documentary, so maybe it would be under movies, but it's on Netflix. I watched hold on one second. I think he wants to go down. Do you want to go down? Okay.
Asher.
My little phone.
Asher, what are you doing, puppy?
It was called The Remarkable Life of Iberlin or Iberlin. And it's about a boy with
I've seen this.
oh my God, with muscular dystrophy.
Yes, I've
And-
seen this. I saw this earlier this year because of that Sundance.
Oh,
And we got, like,
Sundance, yes.
the streaming package for that or whatever.
Oh my God, I cried.
Oh, I cried.
He plays, so he has muscular dystrophy, so he can't really socialize with people his own age or do things like that, or go to school or have a job. And so he gets really immersed in World of Warcraft. And he eventually passes away. And the movie is about how his World of Warcraft friends find out about his muscular dystrophy.
Because he was
and
very
who he really
secretive
was.
about his disease.
Yes. And then his family finds out what an impact he made on the World of Warcraft community and the online community. And it is a really beautiful documentary about the effect that we can have on people without even knowing.
Yeah.
Different communities. That community doesn't just have to be in person. It could be, online. And I know that there's a lot of people here who listen who have different medical conditions and issues, and how you can still make a huge impact regardless of what is going on in your life. And it's just, I really highly recommend.
So good. Like, he's such a good person. Like,
oh my God.
So, like, because they would do meetups and he wouldn't be able to go. And they're like, well, why not? And he's like, oh, I had something come up. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And he just like didn't want to be treated differently.
Yeah, it's so heartbreaking,
good.
But it also really made me want to. Is World of Warcraft still around? Is that still a game people play?
I'm sure it is.
I like want to start playing it. It made me want to get into gaming. I'm like, should I be a gamer?
Yeah, it's fun. People are really into it.
Yeah. What else?
What else is there? Did we talk about the Tegan and Sarah documentary?
I think we did. I can't remember if we did or not.
I can't remember if the catfishing, someone was pretending to be Tegan, like for years and years.
Crazy.
Yeah, it kind of just...
The thing about the documentary that I kind of didn't love is that they didn't really solve anything. It just remained kind of
just ended, and you're like, okay. It was a fun, like, nostalgia to, like, the early 2000s, like, message boards and stuff. Like, that part was fun.
Yeah, that part was really interesting. But it kind of felt unresolved.
Yeah, I feel like they needed another 6 months to figure it out. I don't know. It was bizarre. It was interesting. I think it's I don't know.
It felt a little flat. For me.
If you're a Tegan and Sarah fan, worth watching for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
It's kind of. Are you watching the Kundalini yoga?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
What? Breath of power? Power of breath?
Breath of fire?
Breath of fire? Breath power
god?
Of breath?
Breath of fire god?
Breath of the fire? But it's this Kundalini yoga lady who she opened one of the studios I used to go to was Golden Bridge. There's one in like Venice, I think, or Santa Monica, but there was one in Hollywood. She didn't teach there, but my friend Lizzie was like super into Kundalini, and I would go there with her and do it. And it was weird. I wasn't like super into it. It was very like a lot of breath. I don't know, weird stuff, weird celebrities. Like Juliette Lewis would always be there, like Russell Brand. And
I knew someone who was super into Kundalini.
Yeah, but I think it's 4-part docuseries. There's only 2 episodes out so far, but it's interesting. She's a crazy lady who lies a lot.
So she's no bueno. That's what
she's a big lie, big fat liar.
Big fat liar.
Yeah.
And what about books?
I read this book I didn't realize it's going to be made into I think a Netflix series starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Elle Fanning.
Michelle Pfeiffer, yay! I haven't seen her in anything in a while.
It's called Margo's Got Money Problems. Money Troubles. Margo's Got Money Problems, I think. And Elle Fanning narrates the audiobook.
Oh, fun.
It's very good. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because it got really great reviews. And it's about this girl who gets pregnant from her college professor. She's like 19 or 20, and she just has to like drop out of college and try to figure out how to make money, gets an OnlyFans. It's like very modern, and it's just it's really good. It's like really sweet, and there's some drama that happens with her dad and like custody stuff. But it's really good. But I was like, yeah, I can see why this is going to be made into a series.
Yeah.
I recommend it. If anyone's into reading.
And did you read We've Always Lived in the Castle?
I read Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle.
Which they did adapt on Netflix too. With
they did.
Yeah, with Alexandra Daddario.
I'm a big Shirley Jackson fan.
Else.
Like I love The Lottery. I loved Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
I thought that series was pretty good. I read this book. It's a short book. I don't know.
Fell
it was
flat.
okay. And then I watched the movie, which was blah.
Yeah.
Oh, no bueno.
Yeah. I remember I watched the Netflix adaptation and I was just
Yeah,
like,
it was not good.
what is this even about?
Not
Like, what's
good.
going
What do
on?
you do? Crispin Glover's
Yeah.
in it, though, and he's good. But
All
that's
right,
it.
guys. Well, that is it for this week. If you have any cute photos of your family, your kids, or your pets for Halloween, please feel free to post them on the Patreon or the Discord. We would love to see them.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of babies and kids in Halloween costumes. And how was your first trick-or-treating?
Yes, I took Ripley trick-or-treating. It was because we didn't take her last year because she was just too young, didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And I dressed her up as I made a spider web costume for
So
her, made
cute.
some iron-on spider webs. And we went with, our friends have 2 boys who are 3, so we went to their neighborhood. And she had her little pumpkin basket and like walked up to the house.
She's so brave.
Yeah, and like she said trick or treat.
So cute.
And like the people hand her candy, she took it and she put it in her bag, and then she would say thank you.
Oh my God.
And like wave by and like walk, like she did only went to like 6 houses.
Yeah.
Just like, her, then she was like, no, I don't want to do it
I'm
anymore.
done. Yeah.
But yeah, she did really
That's like a dream.
well. We took some videos, and she had
Oh,
her
so
first,
sweet.
because we had never given her candy.
Right.
And so we gave her a Kit Kat, devoured it.
I bet.
And was like, more candy. And I was like, oh, no.
The breakdown begins. Yeah,
Oh,
you see the
no.
change.
Like an hour later, she's like, candy. I was like, no. Oh,
yeah,
no.
It's funny because you guys have given her like healthy sweets, like like baked
Yeah.
goods or like things
Yeah,
that
like muffins. And, But we've never given her,
but not
and we gave her
synthetic
ice
kind
cream
of.
for the first time, too. We're like, oh, she's never had ice cream. We just don't ever give it to her.
Yeah.
And she had it for the first time. She's like, delicious.
So cute. My God. Yeah.
It's great.
All right, guys. Well, please send any photos or anything you have or any comments our way. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Powered by Acast.